Hello and welcome back. Now in my previous video I had discussed with you interest on capital. कब देना है, किस केस में नहीं देना है, deed and etc. all those things. So now we move ahead with a small sum which tells us to show the distribution of profit. I'll quickly read out the sum to you in case it's not visible. Take a screenshot, zoom in and see it. Suresh and Mahesh, partners in a firm, sharing profits as 5:4. Now here it's very important to take care of this. Profit sharing ratio is given 5:4. Their capitals stand at 50,000 and 30,000 respectively as on 1/4/2019. Point to be noted here. Financial year शुरू कब होता है? 1st April. खत्म कब होता है? 31st March. Every year all business houses are following this same financial year. So यहाँ पर 1st April को कैपिटल दिया हुआ पार्टनर्स का 50,000 है 30,000. Partnership deed provides interest on capital (IOC) at 10% per annum. As we have discussed in previous cases, partnership deed जब बोलेगा कि interest on capital देना है तो देना है. But here it's not mentioned whether it's a charge against profit or an appropriation of profit. तो क्या assume करेंगे? Appropriation of profit. So here profit होगा तो ही interest on capital देंगे. Profits for the year ended 31st March 2020. एक साल बाद एंडिंग का डेट दिया 31st March. Those are 26,000. तो इस साल प्रॉफिट हुआ है. So we might give interest on capital. Show the distribution of profit. Profits डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कैसे होते हैं? सीधा ही 5:4 के रेशियो में नहीं डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाएंगे because we have an appropriation which is interest on capital. जिस 10% पर annum. एक साल में अगर आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट इतना किया है तो उसका 10% हम इंटरेस्ट देंगे, राइट? लेट अस गो टू द सॉल्यूशन. ओपनिंग कैपिटल, आई रेफर ओपनिंग कैपिटल बिकॉज ये 1st April का कैपिटल है. 50,000 एंड 30,000 सुरेश एंड महेश, राइट? अब इस पे ही उनको इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा. Always remember, interest on capital is given on the opening capital if the capital is not changing in between during the year, right? So interest on capital 10%. किसका 10%? 50,000. Suresh will get 50,000 का 10%. 5,000. Mahesh will get 30,000 पे 3,000. Right? So total we are giving 5 plus 3 8,000 interest on capital. किस में से दे रहे हैं? Profits में से दे रहे हैं. इस साल का प्रॉफिट्स कितना है? 26,000. Right? Out of that 8,000 goes away as interest on capital. Right? हमारे पास 26,000 है, उसमें से हमने 8,000 दे दिया पार्टनर्स को इन द फॉर्म ऑफ इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल. तो हमारे पास बचा कितना प्रॉफिट? 18,000. इस 18,000 को आप कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे? इन द प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो. यही करना है. प्रॉफिट जितना है, क्या क्या अप्रोप्रिएशन है देख लेना है और जो बच जाए उसको 5:4 के रेशियो में डिवाइड करना है. अब ये जो बच जाए वाला प्रॉफिट को क्या बोलते हैं? Divisible profit. Divisible profit is that profit which is distributed in the ratio of the profit sharing ratio, right? The agreed ratio. That is done. And this 26,000 is the net profit. Please understand these important terminologies. ये बाद में समझ में बहुत काम आएंगे. This is the net profit for the year. एंड अप्रोप्रिएशंस के बाद जो प्रॉफिट बच जाता है, जो प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होता है, उसको बोलते हैं डिविजिबल प्रॉफिट. 18,000 is divided now in the ratio of 5:4. Now this is again a brush up for people who have forgotten ratio proportion. ठीक है? तो 18,000 को 5:4 के रेशियो में कैसे डिवाइड करेंगे? Always do the sum of ratios. मतलब इस 18,000 को के 5 हिस्से जाने हैं सुरेश को और 4 जाने हैं महेश को. टोटल हमको कितने हिस्से चाहिए? 9. 5 plus 4. So 18,000 divided by 9 sum of ratios into. So 18,000 में 9 पार्ट्स कर देंगे, उसमें से 5 पार्ट्स किसको दे देंगे? सुरेश को. So 18,000 by 9 into 5 comes as 10,000 goes to Suresh. And then when if you are talking about Mahesh, 18,000 by 9 remains constant into 4. This comes as 8,000. ये चला जाएगा महेश को. राइट? सो नाउ टोटल 26,000 प्रॉफिट में से 8,000 चला गया इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल, and then this goes as share of profit. 15 here, 11 here, 26 हो गया. So we have distributed the profit. Sum के हिसाब से we have done it, right? Now I have taken this one step ahead because ये concept closing capital का concept भी बहुत important है. साल के beginning में they started with 50,000 and 30,000. Okay? Interest on capital मिला end of the year, profit भी हुआ end of the year. तो अब end of the year में capital बढ़ जाएगा या घट जाएगा? Obviously बढ़ जाएगा. Gain हुआ है. तो कितने से बढ़ेगा? 50. Now 15 ऐड किया उसमें तो कितना होगा? 65. This is the closing capital and on which date? 31st March 2020. Alright. Similarly for Mahesh, it is 30,000 plus 11,000 comes as 41,000. So all these important things you have come to know about it: the financial year, deed, profit, net profit, divisible profit, how to share the profit in the profit sharing ratio, and opening capital and closing capital. All these concepts, again, just rerun through it and keep it in your mind. Okay. We take another sum where we will not be given the opening capital first. Closing capital से शुरू करेंगे. So this is very important to understand कि opening से closing कैसे आए, so that we can work it back from closing to opening. Okay. Right. Now here is the second one. Capitals of Deep and Jyoti are given as on 31/3/2020. 31/3 March. मतलब closing capital. That was 60,000 and 40,000 respectively. During the year ended, they had withdrawn 10,000 each. Now what is withdrawn meaning? Withdrawn means drawings. We have already done in class 11 what is the meaning of drawings. Capitals में से जो भी निकाल लेते हैं partners, that is drawings, right? So they have already withdrawn 10,000 as from the business. The profit for the year ending 31/3/2020 this year was 40,000. ये profit था. Find out how much interest on capital each one would have got at 8% per annum. Alright. Now here I am assuming, later on we will again discuss this also. ये जो drawings है withdrawn है 10,000. We are considering this as withdrawal of capital. Capital withdraw कर लिया है partnerships. So here interest on capital find करना है. इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल किस पे देते हैं? कौन से कैपिटल पे? ओपनिंग या क्लोजिंग? ओपनिंग कैपिटल, राइट? वी जस्ट मेंशन इन द प्रीवियस सेगमेंट. लेकिन ओपनिंग कैपिटल कहीं नहीं दिया. सो नाउ वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज ओपनिंग कैपिटल. क्लोजिंग कैपिटल से शुरू कर रहे हैं. लास्ट सम में वी स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम ओपनिंग एंडेड एट क्लोजिंग. इस बार उल्टा करना है. सो क्लोजिंग कैपिटल जो दिया है, अगर ओपनिंग वर्कआउट करना है तो व्हाट डू वी हैव टू? Here we have two things, profit and drawings. दो चीज का ध्यान रखना है and we will help. This will help us calculate the opening capital. Drawing से क्या होता है? Opening capital जितना है उससे माइनस कर देंगे drawings तो closing capital आएगा, right? So अगर उल्टा करना है तो we will have to add back the drawings. So drawings each one has made of 10,000 each. So 10,000 if we add back, we come closer to the opening capital. अगर हम बोलते सिर्फ ये ड्राइंग्स ही है, ओपनिंग और कैपिटल क्लोजिंग कैपिटल के बीच में डिफरेंस अमाउंट, दिस इज माय ओपनिंग कैपिटल, इजंट इट? ओपनिंग कैपिटल 70 था, उसमें से 10,000 विड्रॉ कर लिया तो क्लोजिंग कैपिटल आ गया, राइट? So we are adding it back to bring the opening capital, right? Now this is not the only thing. ये जो profit है 40,000, ये भी distribute हुआ होगा और उसके बाद ही closing capital आता है, right? Profit distribute होने के बाद when we add the profit to the opening capital, we get the year ending, that is closing capital. Alright. तो अगर ये 40,000 distribute हुआ है तो this would have increased the capital. तो अब हम इसको क्या करेंगे? माइनस करेंगे. लेस profits 40,000. बट ये 40,000 तो पूरा है ना, दीप को कितना मिला होगा, ज्योति को कितना मिला होगा. For that we need to know the profit sharing ratio, which is again not given in the sum. पार्टनरशिप डीड क्या बोलता है? पार्टनरशिप डीड है कुछ नहीं बोला इसके बारे में. That means we will have to fall back on the provision of Partnership Act. Profits are distributed equally among the partners when nothing else is said. So here, अगर ये equally distribute हुआ है तो 40,000 में से 20 गया होगा दीप को and 20 would have been given to Jyoti, right? That would have increased the closing capital. हमको opening capital find करना है. I will subtract it less the profits given during the year. This makes it 50 and this makes it 30,000. These are the only two things that have happened. तो अगर ये दिया हुआ रहता सामने, again I'm going back, okay? This is the opening capital. You would have added the profit to it to get the closing capital. तो हमने इधर माइनस किया, उल्टा, सब कुछ उल्टा हो जाएगा. अगर यहाँ से यहाँ आना है, हमने ड्राइंग्स किया हुआ है, तो ड्राइंग्स को हम माइनस करते ओपनिंग से, तो क्लोजिंग में ऐड करेंगे. राइट? बिकम एग्जैक्टली द ऑपोजिट. सो हियर वी आर एट आवर ओपनिंग कैपिटल. That is 1490 opening. Clear till here? Okay. अब opening capital जब मिल गया है, we can obviously find out how much interest on capital each one would have got at 8% per annum. तो 8% per annum के हिसाब से हमको कितना देना था इसको, right? So here it comes as interest on capital is 8% per annum. 8% of opening capital would be 4,000 and of this should be 2,400. So this is my answer, right? A small assumption I have made here. If you would notice, drawings हुआ है ना, withdrawals, capital has changed during the year. But why have I chosen to give the interest for the whole year on 50,000 and 30,000? I've made an assumption क्योंकि date of drawings नहीं दिया है. I made an assumption कि drawings end of the year में हुआ है, right? So based on this assumption, I have not deducted any amount from my opening capital for calculating interest on capital. ये opening capital पे ही पूरे साल का 8% डाल दिया. Of course, date of drawings अगर दिया रहेगा, in between the year रहेगा, we will have to accommodate that, and we shall see that in our subsequent videos. Okay, so I hope this one is clear. The very basics of opening, closing capital, and how we work it out based on interest on capital. I hope you like my video. Do not forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching.